The situation unfolding in the Middle East is very scary, and I don't know how it's going to end, but it's not going to be anything good. And it's becoming increasingly apparent that the Israeli government is expecting unconditional support from the United States. Unconditional support from the United States. Now, unconditional support, a relationship without any conditions, it can be very problematic and downright dangerous. Now, in my opinion, no country on this earth should be expecting or requesting unconditional support from another country. I don't think you should be expecting unconditional support in your relationships. If you are married, you should not be expecting unconditional support from your partner. Now you're probably thinking, whoa, hold up, wait a minute. No unconditional support in a marriage. But think about the concept of unconditional support for a second. That means you support your partner no matter what. More accurately, no matter what they do. What if you're a married man and everything is going good for the most part, and then out of the blue, your wife decides that she wants to start a damn OnlyFans? You're blindsided and understandably upset. You didn't make her your wife to share her body with the world, but she's gonna be like, hey, when you married me, you agreed to support me unconditionally. Ladies, let's say you're married to a guy and everything is going along well for the most part, and then all of a sudden he quits his job and decides he wants to be a drug trafficker full-time. You're going to be understandably blindsided, very afraid of the legal consequences and the very real dangers that illegal profession brings into your life. But he's going to be like, hey, baby, when you agreed to marry me, you agreed to support your man unconditionally. So you see how ridiculous and dangerous it could be to not have any conditions in your relationships. You need conditions, you need boundaries, you need, hey, that this is, and I can support you on this, but this is all I can do, or this is I can support you up until this point, but beyond that, no. So when it comes to geopolitics and the relationship between allies, it needs to be a relationship of conditions, because if not, you're going to be dragged into any and all things. And when you look at the conflict in the Middle East right now, things are escalating rapidly from day to day. Now, in terms of unconditional support, let's take a hypothetical situation. I'm not saying that Israel is going to do this, although, man, things over there are getting really bad, man. It's unpredictable what's going to happen, but let's hypothetically speaking, obviously as of late, military action has been heating up heavily in Lebanon. So what if hypothetically Israel was to launch an all-out invasion of Lebanon, occupy the country, and eventually annex it? Just decide that, decide to annex it. This is no longer Lebanon. This is North Israel. Everybody who used to live here, get out. This is no longer your home. Now, obviously, action like that would violate a host of international laws, and it would place the United States in a very uncomfortable position. And if the nature of U.S. and Israel's relationship is the expectation of unconditional support, Israel would be highly offended if the United States were to object to such action. And so you can quickly see how a relationship without any conditions can be dangerous and unpredictable. And when you look at what's unfolding in the Middle East, I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't think it's anything good. I think we're looking at something that's going to be open-ended, and there's a disaster unfolding.